Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Taco, and today we're back with another video. And week 9 is here. We got 15 games to predict, I believe. So let's get to predicting. Last week, I believe I went 12-4 for a total of 82 and 42. It's whatever it says right there. There are 2 teams on a bye. Do I remember who they are? No. But it also says it right there. And let's just get right into these predictions. You start off Thursday Night Football, Halloween, the Jets, the Texans. When you look at the Jets, it's been bad. You took a loss that I don't think anybody expected. You lost to the Patriots. It's all just a dumpster fire. Yeah, just not looking good in New York compared to the talent that they have on that team. On the other side, you look at the Texans. They lost Stephon Diggs. They're still without Nico Collins, but they've been finding ways to get wins. Last week sneaks out a win against a pretty good team in the Colts. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from the Texans. Definitely more than what I'm seeing from the Jets. So I'll have them winning kind of a blowout, 30-14. One team is significantly better than the other, and if you're from New York, just trick or treat, man. It won't be fun. Then you got the Panthers and the Saints. I don't need to go on too long about this game. These are 2 horrendous teams. The Saints have lost 6 straight. The Panthers have lost 4 straight, but they suck too. I believe Andy Dalton's going to be back for them. But you're going to watch Andy Dalton and Spencer Rattler? I don't think so. I have the Saints winning 13-9. It's going to be disgusting. And nobody really cares. That's why I'm going over it this fast. Then you got the Giants and the Commies. When you look at the Commies, last week was amazing. You didn't play so great. You definitely played better than if the score was 15-12, but also you got to be able to capitalize on these drives, man. You're kicking too many field goals, and you let the Bears get back in it. But you scored a Hail Mary, so all is good in Washington. That play was insane, and the Bears want like a redo on it. That's stupid. All right. When you look at the Giants, they keep on losing. You played the Steelers relatively competitively, but that's what every single team does with the Steelers. You look competent at some times, you look completely incompetent in others. I think you'll look a little competent, not enough to beat the Commies. I have the Commies winning 24-16. They're a good team. They'll be 7-2 after this win, I believe. Commies are a problem in the NFC, which we've known for quite a bit now. But yeah, they're a real deal. Then you've got the Dolphins heading up to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. When you look at those Dolphins, you lost by 1 point to the Cardinals. Tua was back. The offense looked back. You scored 27 points. I believe that's more than you scored with, Skyler and Tyler Huntley in there by quite a bit. But you weren't able to get the win, and you need to get a win, especially when you start off the season that bad. You need to be able to get those kind of wins. When you look at the Bills, they came into Seattle, they took care of business. They from start to finish, they won, and they won well. You still had those 2 losses, but you've looked like an amazing team. Josh Allen did throw a pick, but he still is looking like an MVP front runner. And give me the Bills to continue. I think that the Dolphins play them competitively. 30-26, though. The Bills will be able to come out on top. And, the Bills own the Dolphins. Then you've got the Browns and the Chargers. Last week, Jameis Winston just put a little happiness into all of our hearts, man. Cleveland Browns fans especially, but everybody was happy to see Jameis Winston succeeding, except local Cleveland Crab Legs. But the Browns looked like a different team. They beat the Ravens. I had them losing like 37-14, I think it was, and they won. On the other side, you look at the Chargers. They got a win. It was against the Saints. So, of course you got to win. But, you look good. Ladd McConkey played really well. I really like him. Yeah, you played pretty well as a team. I have it continuing enough. You'll beat the Browns. Jameis will still play good. I think that the Browns will be somewhat competitive, at least more than they were before. But 24-20, I have the Chargers getting this win here. Yeah, Chargers are a good football team. Browns are not a great football team. And they'll be able to take advantage of that. Then you've got another pretty crappy matchup between the Titans and the Patriots, except this one might not be as crappy because the Titans kind of kept it competitive. If it wasn't for a bunch of special teams, the first half was relatively competitive. I mean, they got blown out. I don't, I shouldn't be making those kind of excuses. The Patriots beat the Jets. That's good. Patriots had a good game. They were able to get it done on all phases. Jacoby Brissett did enough coming in for Drake May. I don't know if Drake May will be back. I don't think it'll change my pick. Or I guess it can cut. Who knows? I do still have the Patriots winning this though. They look like a good football team. 16-14, and they might build a nice little season. Not a good season, but a nice little one, a building block. And the Titans, they're bad. Then you've got the Falcons heading into Dallas, or maybe it's the other way around, to take on the Cowboys. When you look at those Cowboys, you got some garbage time scores, as kind of the Cowboys always do. But you've been losing recently. It's not good. You're 3-4. You're in a hole, especially with how good the commies have been. You're behind in the NFC race and how good all the NFC North teams have been. But yeah, when you look at the Falcons, they got a really good win. They were able to sweep the Bucs in the season series, and that's going to be huge with playoff implications and just in general having two big wins on your schedule. But yeah, the Falcons look like a good football team. They look like they're rolling, and I have it continuing. 27-20, give me the Falcons. That team looks good right now. It seems like Kirk really was the answer that they needed, and they got a shot to really do something. Dallas, not so much. Then you've got the Bengals and the Raiders. When you look at the Bengals, they had a bad loss last week. Philly, they just took care of them. The first half was pretty competitive, but the Eagles came out on top. The long Smitty touchdown, they were able to get it done. On the other side, you look at those Raiders, they played the Chiefs competitively, but it seems like the Chiefs are also a team that just everybody will play competitively and not win against. Yeah, the Bengals are a better team here. They're going to get this win. I don't need to say anything else. 28-13. I still like what the Bengals have, and I want to have some confidence that the Eagles actually beat like a good team for once. But yeah, Bengals get a really solid win here. Then it's the Ravens and the Broncos. When you look at the Ravens, you lost last week. It was bad. You lost the Browns. That's bad. As I said, everybody loves Jameis Winston. Everybody wanted you to lose. But, it's a bad game. But divisional games, it seems like they always get the Browns once. The Ravens once. The Browns do. But, yeah, now you're facing Denver. Denver's a sneaky good team. They're 5-3, I believe, but will that turn into 6-3? No. Ravens are still an amazing football team. A 33-17 win. The Ravens know what they're doing. And the Broncos, they've found a way to win football games. They haven't played a team like this, let alone beat a team like it. Give me the Ravens. Then it is the late window. We started off with the Cards and the Bears. When you look at the Cardinals, they got a really solid win last week. They beat the Dolphins in a good game. The Dolphins were playing good football, and you were able to come out on top. Kyler's great. That offense is great. That defense is trying. On the other side, you look at the Bears. It obviously sucks what happened, but you didn't play good that whole game. You didn't deserve a win. You're still in a good spot with Caleb and them. You're 4-3. You're in a good position. I believe that the Cards are 4-4. It's whatever it says right there, as always. And yeah, I think that it'll be a really close game. But I really like what I've seen from the Cardinals, and I have them winning again. Give me 23-22. They're just able to sneak one of these out. Maybe a game-winning 2-point. I don't know. I just wrote the score down as a 1-point game. That's a joke. I put a ton of thought into this, of course. But yeah, give me the Cards. Then you've got the Jags coming into Philly to take on the Eagles in the Kelly Green. Yeah, I mean, the main thing is that they are in Kelly Green. You know, that's beautiful. Of course it is. But the Eagles are a better team here. Let's not get there that quick. Eagles have gotten 3 straight wins. They've looked better every week. Nick Sirianni might have given some power away. I very much hope that he did. On the other side, Jacksonville, you have looked better. Whatever record you have looked better. You played the Packers pretty competitively. It won't be a straight blowout, but it won't be close. It'll be 31-19. The Eagles will be able to come out on top. And yeah, I think that the Eagles are good. Of course I think that the Eagles are a good football team. And at Kelly Green, it looks good. Then you got the Seahawks and the Rams. When you look at Los Angeles, they got Puka and Cooper Kupp back, and they looked like a different team. It opened the lanes for Kyron. He was more efficient. They were able to pass the ball so much more effectively. I think Stafford had more passing touchdowns in that game than he did previously in the whole season. Yeah, it looked really good for the Rams. On the other side, you look at the Seahawks. It didn't look good. You lost the Bills. You lost pretty badly. You had some opportunities, and you didn't control them. I do think that you'll get DK back. I hope that you get DK back. But the Rams look like a really solid team, and I think that I'm going to ride that wave. I have the Rams winning 31-24. That offense looks good. I think that they'll show it again, and they'll be able to do enough to get a win against a pretty decent Seahawks team. Then it's the game of the week, an NFC North matchup, as almost any NFC North matchup has been, because all those teams are good. The Packers, the Lions, in somewhere, probably Green Bay. When you look at the Packers, you played the Jags close, which isn't great because the Jags aren't a great team, but you got the win, and you've been getting wins all year. I believe Jordan Love is going to be back. I don't exactly know the status on him, but Malik Willis played fine anyways. I trust Malik Willis, to do enough to divert the blame to somebody else. On the other side, you look at the Lions. They beat the crap out of the Titans. They beat the crap out of a lot of teams. Their offensive tackles are throwing passes. Their running backs are throwing passes. Their receivers are throwing passes. Dan Skippers. They have fun and they win. And I have it continuing. Another close game, but you're going to have fun and you're going to win 30-28. Give me the Lions. I love the Lions, of course. And I think that they're the best team in football right now. They're 6-1. And what's stopping this Lions team right now? Not the Packers. Then it is Sunday Night Football that they flex the Eagles out of for no good reason. The Vikings and the Colts. The last time these two teams played, it was a thriller. They came back down 33, the Vikings did. Yeah. When you look at the Colts, they're turning to Joe Flacco, who has looked better. I have faith in this team. They lost one game after starting 0-2, and now they lost another, but they're still a very competitive team. When you look at the Vikings, yes, they've lost 2 straight, but they were 5-0 beforehand. They're going to continue to be good, even though now they're 5-2. I have them winning this game 28-26. Vikings are a good team, and I'm sorry that the camera changed because my storage ran out apparently, and yeah, you guys don't care. But 28-26 in favor of the Vikings. Then it is Monday night. It's the Bucs. It's the Chiefs, a rematch of Super Bowl 55. The Chiefs, they win ugly. They're probably gonna win ugly again. But yeah, they've won every game just enough. They beat teams by enough. They look enough good. On the other side, you look at the Bucs. Yes, they had a bad loss to the Falcons. It's their second one. But besides those Falcons losses, they have looked like an amazing football team. Maybe not amazing, but they have looked like a pretty solid football team. Do I think that they'll be able to keep it going against the Chiefs? No, I do have the Chiefs winning this game 20-15. They win ugly every week. Their offense hasn't performed. It's their defense. Their defense is amazing. And yeah, give me the Chiefs. That's going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If it did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all later. Peace. This is the year. Look at me. This is the year. Penn State is going to beat Ohio State for the first time. This is the year. All right. This is the year.